Everybody all set then?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm good with him.
Start with Constitution saving throw, DC 12. As the ice bites out at you. What is it? I think 15 feet from Verthus.
I mean, I rolled a natural one, so irrelevant.
So you'll take the full 4 damage. Looks like everybody else passed.
I like how Doc, the person with lung cancer who's scrawny as all get, is like totally happy walking through the ice.
It's because his lungs are numb to this.
Oh, I told
It
him.
slows my sickness. It slows it.
I told him a while ago that he can play as having a lung issue as Doc, but he has the best Constitution score out of like everybody. So he's certainly not an unhealthy person. He just has a disease.
Like
So
gingivitis.
The ice bites out at you all. You can feel your flesh cracking. So everybody's taking 2 damage. Hark is taking 4 damage. And it's going to go to Vicious as you all start to react to the dragon above.
Just before Vicious takes a turn, am I right in saying you can throw a ranged javelin at somebody further than 60 feet away of you, but at disadvantage?
I believe a javelin is 20-60, so after 20 feet, it's a disadvantage.
Shit.
It's 3120.
So after 30 feet, it is a disadvantage. So it's definitely within range.
Okay, but I have the really cool javelin. And this is the time to use it. So I'm going to take it out. It's a javelin of lightning. And since I have no imagination, I'm going to say lightning towards it.
Will you post the actual words for Javelin of Lightning? I'm not sure it'll actually do anything extra to a single target.
But it'll look really cool. And it'll be
It will
like
definitely look cool.
Fireworks.
It includes the target, each creature in the line, excluding you. Oh, excluding you in the target. Yeah, so it doesn't even have to dodge the lightning. It's just the actual javelin damage.
Damage plus 46. Do I need to roll the 4? Well, actually, no. It should be all together.
No, it's all set there. So yeah, it's going to pierce into the dragon's back. And it will do 19 damage. And you still have at least one other attack.
Oh, so after I admire how amazing the fireworks look, then I'm gonna throw another javelin.
How long do you spend admiring your fireworks?
Just like a second or two, but it's gotta look pretty cool, right?
Wow, I love that object, by the way. It's a really cool object.
Yeah, there's not really good ways to actually make them anything but to the cardinal directions. But yeah, it looks like a pretty beautiful spectacle of lightning that bashes out of you and it flies towards the dragon.
Main thing, Jamie, is that you had a great time using up your special spear, right?
Hello. I'm back.
Hey!
Hey, what up?
Yay!
I got a hamster and he's now running in the mill. Now I have some power back.
That's it, guys. No more Nazi jokes. Yarn's back.
You said
I
you got a
don't
ham
wanna,
sandwich?
No, a hamster.
Oh, that's even more bizarre.
He's on a
Yeah.
hamster wheel.
Yeah, the hamster in a
Yeah.
little wheel creating electricity.
That's how we
Oh,
do it.
okay, I got you.
Thought it was funny, yeah.
So basically, we're spreading out. So this giant dragon, which is like 60 feet long or something, can't hit us. And it's like 60 feet above us on the ceiling. And since it's a flying creature, it's not going to come closer. And I don't know how you're going to do your monk stuff against it because it's far away.
Well, I can still shoot Hayokins on it.
You can.
Ja, und ich
Ah.
dachte, die vergesst schicken wasken kein Hamster. Good at German.
I didn't understand it.
Told you I was good at German.
It sounded like German, but I didn't.
Du sagtest Schinken, can't remember what it is now. Schinken Sandwich, kein Hamster.
A ham sandwich is not a hamster, yeah? You're right about
Yeah,
that.
they sound similar in English.
Yeah.
Catch up, Jan. We've all spread out, and the dragon has now been engaged by Vicious, who threw her spear of lightning at it, even though the spear's range wasn't enough. She put on an impressive light show, and that was the first turn. You're also
Hey, I hit it.
yeah, and also Jan, you're already in the initiative turn, so you good.
Yeah. Do you just for the mind? Do I know where the dragon is?
Yeah, it's
Vaguely.
over top of us. It's huge. We can all see it.
Okay.
If
Just
you
on
would
top.
like to reposition yourself, you are welcome to reposition yourself, Jan. Currently, it is vaguely up above and between Verthus, Doc, and Hark. And once Jan places himself where he might care to be, it will go to Verthus.
Right, and that is a sharp edge that's near where you are, so don't go over that.
Wait, did Vish just finish attacking? I thought she was going to throw another javelin.
She threw the second
No.
one. It hits as well.
Oh, I don't know why.
We have the
Just-
good position.
Just out of curiosity, did you guys make a plan when I was away, or did you just not fight?
Yeah, piss it off so it lands, and then fight it.
Alright. Then I'm gonna stay here. As I don't know, I still need to think what I want to do, but for now I'm gonna stay at the point where he is right now.
This is good.
So what would Verthus like to do?
Probably object interaction. Pull out my wand of fireballs, and I'm going to expend all of its charges at once at the dragon.
Nice.
So it needs a DC 15 saving throw, and I believe it's save for half. Double checking that.
As the font of fire starts to form on the ceiling by the dragon, it seems to move out of the way right before the explosion happened.
I see. Never mind then.
You still got to roll the damage.
Yeah, it just takes half. 9th level. Teddy UOP, bro.
The second DC 20 was to see if it explodes. The one that is.
What a sacrifice, man.
A 1 is the only one that matters on that roll. Any other movement, any other interaction? Otherwise, it will go to Hadar.
I think I move 10 feet just for shiggles. Done.
Well, is this a hurl where Versus is going? Just a question, or is it still on the same level? Did you hear me?
Those outlines, those are the holes that drop through to the other ground, to the other level. You are right behind an ogre that is frozen in a block of ice, and then the radiating circle seems to be like ice that is formed from what I described previously as an explosion to try to elucidate that this thing has like a radiating cold attack.
Mm-hmm. So as okay, I'm gonna shout. I bet you would taste better when you grow. And and I'm just gonna ready an action. I want to ready my attack. My radiant sunbolt if it comes into my range.
You can roll a persuasion, or you can roll an intimidation, maybe, but I feel like that's a persuasion. I guess that's intimidation, actually.
Yeah. It wasn't intended as persuasion, so
Yeah, because you're trying to threaten it, you're not trying to tell it what to do.
doesn't look good. Well,
It's going to look down and lock eyes at you, and at the end of your turn, it is going to swoop down off of the ceiling. Use your Radiant Sunbolt as it closes the ground between you. As you shoot down, it flies like right between its wing and its back as it starts to close the ground between you, and it is going to whip out with its tail and try to strike at you.
fantastic.
Does a 15 hit?
Well, I have an AC of 15, so
That hits.
yeah.
It's going to do 12 bludgeoning damage to you as it strikes out at you.
Wait, so does that mean it's landed?
It is flying above his head.
But like melee range still, or no?
That was from about 15 feet away that it slashed at him, but it is flying further than that.
And did your Radiant Sunbolt hit it or no?
He
No,
missed.
it didn't. Yeah, it missed.
Okay, cool. So wait, I didn't hear you. What's going on right now?
We are waiting on you. It flew past Jan, past Hadar. It cleared him as it swiped from above with its tail, striking at him, and then it flew past him and moved back towards the ceiling. It is about 50 feet above that ledge.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't hear any of that. I don't know if you missed your button or what.
Wait, like
I
you
heard
still didn't
everything.
hear that?
No, I heard that, but whatever you did in between Jan attacking it and all that you just said right there, I didn't hear any of that come through on Discord.
I heard it, everything, so it needs to be on dock sides probably.
It might be on your end, mate. I heard that.
I just heard this time when he said it. I didn't hear when he actually moved the dragon or that it was on me.
Leading man, don't you worry. I think might have been a connection on your end or something.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna shoot at it with sharpshooter. Load up a arrow and let it loose. 17, will that hit?
17 flies right between its wings and it nicks off of one of its scales before it flies off into the ice.
All right, shoot it again. Same thing. 23 to hit.
As it reacts to the arrow, you take the second shot and place it right between two of its scales, and it seems to falter for a moment as the arrow sticks in, and it kind of like looks back over its shoulder towards the group.
And I'll just yell out, now don't you go flying away. I still got plans for you.
Otherwise, ending your...
I'm just gonna like peek around this corner over here.
You just see that that's like a large wall that kind of juts out, but it's otherwise like the same general shape of this area. Seems to be like kind of a large egg shape inside of this cavern. It's going to look over the group as it takes a moment to spy about. And we'll go to Hark.
Alright, I'm gonna twin haste Vicious and Vertis. And then I am gonna look straight at the dragon and I'm gonna say, look at her, and I'm gonna point it at Vicious and I'm gonna say, she killed Resmir, she has his sword. I need to do a voice. And you can't fight it on the ground one-on-one, you're pathetic! I'm trying to bait it into fighting Vicious on the ground. Because I have an astonishingly high roll against dragons in persuasion perception checks.
You can roll persuasion.
So that's actually +7 on top of that as well, so it's 24.
It's half of your proficiency, right?
Sure, it's your bonus times 2. Let me just double check and I'll post it.
I'm pretty sure you said it was half of your proficiency.
Right, but I'll just double check and I'll post it. Oh yes, double your proficiency bonus, so it's actually +4, not +7.
So it should be +3.
I think I posted. No, so you have a specific dragon type as your ancestor. You can speak, read, and write Draconic, and double your proficiency bonus for charisma checks involving dragons.
Yeah, so you would have a +6 proficiency bonus instead of a +3. So you are at a
Okay.
+10.
Okay, sounds good to me. I'm not going to argue that. It's higher than what I thought it was, so thank you. Guys, mark it in the calendar. Josh rolled a 27.
And it will go to Sarad.
So I'm gonna upcast Bless. So if I stand there, does that... yeah, that's not like a gaping hole, right?
Yep, I circled all of the holes in there.
Okay, good. And so from there, I'll cast Sacred Flame on it.
All right, so with Bless, I feel like if you cast it where you were at, you could get to Verthis, Vicious, yourself, and I think Doc was even outside of it.
Oh. Oh, it's 30 feet, not 60. Okay.
And it's
Then
going to
for now, I'll
dodge.
just... Yeah, then for us, I'll just cast on us 5 for now, and I'll get Hadar in a bit.
And Doc and Verthis are the ones who are hasted.
I think he said Vicious and Verthis.
Vicious was too far away.
Oh,
So
I'm not sure.
I think his choice at that time was Verthis, Doc, and Hark.
I think that's right.
I guess really even Doc was too far away from him. He would have had to move closer, though. He probably could have moved part of the way. I mean, you're kind of behind the wall regardless. I feel like he probably was limited to Hadar and Vicious and Verthis at that point. Hark, do you have a thought on that?
Really sorry, I was topping up my drink. Can just say it again, but in concise form as possible?
I think you probably could have found a way to see Doc, but you would be much closer to Sarad. But otherwise, you were only within distance of hasting Verthis and Hadar.
Oh shit, yeah, sorry, you're absolutely right. I'm out of range of Vicious. Yeah, I'm not gonna claim I'm somewhere else. In that case, then please can I retcon it and do Doc and Verthis instead. Sorry, Vicious, because I think I might have taunted him down onto you, but you're out of range.
That's all right. I can take it.
Well, Doc would have. You would have to move to get close enough to see Doc, because he's also around a wall of ice.
But he just
So-
did that, right?
Doc
no,
would have
Doc-
acted before Hark.
Oh, right.
You're absolutely right. Doc moved before I did, so therefore Doc's gone round the corner and I can't see him anymore. So let me just check my movement. Right, I've remembered where I am now. If I move to here,
That's where I think, yeah, if you moved all the way out there, closer to Sarad, that's where you would probably have a sight on Doc and still distance. You'd have to move even a little bit closer.
right here,
No, you'd have to move closer to Verthus to keep him in range.
here. So is this enough to get Doc, or is that not okay?
That's fine.
Okay, sorry, Sarad, we're gonna get strafed, but okay, I'll go to here and I'll do Doc and Verthus then from here.
So it will swoop down, flying about 20 feet above the air. And as it looks down, it is going to use its frightening presence towards the middle area of its flight. And let's see, that is a wisdom saving throw from everybody. Within 120 feet, it will be everybody. DC 14.
Remember to add a D4 if you need it.
Yeah, I don't think adding a D4 is going to help me right now.
Just believe in yourself.
Intuitively makes sense. There's a dragon flying directly at you, Vicious, and we all
That's
know.
true.
We know from experience. You scared of dragons.
Well, I'm distracting it now, so you guys can hit it in the butt or something, in the rear ends or something, you know?
So it is going to reach out to bite at Vish. It will hit with a 28. It's going to do 13 piercing damage to you and 7 cold damage. And then it is going to claw at her twice. Both of those hitting, and it will do...
No,
you
it's not
didn't
half.
say that you didn't rage, yeah.
No, because it was at distance.
And you're going to take, what is it, 10 and then 11 damage of slashing as it rakes at you with its claws. And then
All
I
right,
need
so I have 3 hit points right now.
I need
I'm fine. I'm still
everybody
standing.
to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm
As
full
the
health.
ice in the air bites out at you all. DC 12.
Doc's the king of like only just. He rolled exactly the con and the piercer. I'm no overachiever. I just like to get by.
Wait, was this a normal constitution or save?
Constitution saving throw.
Then it would be +3 instead of a +2 for me.
So what is it? A 7? The D4 won't help. You need 12 to pass.
Yeah.
And
What's the range on
Sarad's
Verthus's thing?
15 feet. I don't think anybody's
Ah.
close enough to him. Hark, yeah, that passes. I don't think
Yeah. Sarad is.
Verthus is the one that would need to roll his bless.
Oh, whoops.
I think you need a 2 to pass.
Can do it.
Yeah.
And then Hark and Sarad, I need another Constitution saving throw from you to maintain concentration. This is just a DC 10. I think everybody but, let's see, Hark or Hadar and Sarad, everybody else passed. No, wait, yeah, Hadar and Sarad will take 5 damage from the cold. Everybody else will take 2.
All right, that puts me at 1 hit point, just so you know.
And then it's on your turn. You are frightened. The dragon is about 10 feet distance away from you, 20 feet up in the air. You cannot move closer to it, but you can attack it at disadvantage if you would like.
All right. Is that all that frightened does? Is disadvantage?
No, the frightened is essentially that you can't move closer to it.
Okay. So I will now be enraged because I'm hurt, and I will throw 2 javelins at it and hope I'm still standing.
So the first one will hit, dealing 7 damage. The second one will miss.
Okay.
Oh wait, my bad. Never mind. It's disadvantage. You rolled a 14. So neither of those will hit as you throw wide of it as it closes down on you.
All right. So now I'm actually angry, and I'm bleeding, and scared.
And it will go to Verthis.
All right. 15, 20, 25, 30. From this position, how far away is the dragon from me?
It's more or less above you, and it's 20 feet up in the air.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Compel Duel. Need a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
It does not seem to be paying attention to you.
Fair enough. 20 feet. End turn.
Onto Hadar. Vicious, you can probably set Frightened as a condition that you have right now. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what you're
Yeah, I
doing.
was just figuring that out.
So should be able to move here if the terrain is okay.
Technically, all of this is difficult terrain, but I don't really care to deal with that. So, yeah, you can move there.
Okay, so is it in 30 feet range from there, or is it on the ground?
It is flying 20 feet in the air.
Okay.
For what it's worth, sure, it's within 30 feet of you. I think if you did the Pythagorean theorem, it is outside of 30 feet.
I'm gonna use my Radiant Sunbolt.
So I think you've got 2 of those now.
Yeah.
The first one smacks into its wing.
And I'm gonna use a key point. Because I never used it before. But I can spend 1 key point to make the special attack twice as a bonus action. I'm not
Oh, wait. Is that
Oh,
what I
no.
was saying? Can you actually cast 2 of those normally?
I'm not sure because it's under the attack bar. When I go on my character sheet and there says it's Radiant Symbols and it says attacks per action at 2. But we can check that.
Yeah, I feel like the key point is to make it as a bonus attack, so I think, yeah, you can do a 3rd.
Yeah. Well, a 1.
And that should be everything action-wise. It'll go to Doc.
Wait, so no player killing with my wall?
Pretty much got rid of all the homebrews a while ago. That was the one that I think was the most popular, but in the long run, I feel like they were all a waste of time.
Okay, good to know.
All right, so you tell me if I could do this. I would like to run up behind Verthus, and I want to try to jump off of him to get within 5 feet of the dragon. So I want to like run up his tail, shoulders, or head, like Fred Flintstone, and jump up to the dragon.
You can make a dexterity check.
And I would like to yell out, I
I guess
suppose I'm
acrobatics.
acrobatics. Okay, I'll yell. I suppose I'm deranged, but so 17.
You're just saying, but.
Saying I suppose I'm deranged, but and then I'm just gonna run up and jump off of Verthus and try to get close to it.
It's not a save, though, so it'll still be a 15, but you can do that.
I thought it was ability check or save. Okay, and then I want to do my fainting attack. Expend 1 superiority die as a bonus action to. Oh wait, no, that's not the right one. Sorry, my bad. It's the. Oh yeah, it is. Add the total to the damage roll on your next attack against chosen creature within 5 feet. So I'm basically just trying to like provoke it. So I'm gonna like jump up and like maybe like smack it with my bow or smack it with an arrow or something. And then I guess I would leave out of its movement at that point in time, or leave out of its range, because I'm coming back down to the ground theoretically.
So, if you're leaping up there, are you action surging to attack it?
No, I've only just used like my movement so far, right?
I had you at 55 feet, so you would have had to take the dash action.
60 feet movement.
Oh, I got you. You're hasted. That's what I'm missing on that. I got
I
you.
should have said that. Yeah.
So you'll take 6 bludgeoning damage. It doesn't seem to be reaching out to attack you.
Okay, perfect. So now if I'm not in close combat range with it now, I can shoot it with my bow without disadvantage, right?
You would still be in combat with it. That's why it's not reaching out. Its tail still has you in combat.
Yeah, but for me shooting my bow, it's within 5 feet, right?
That's fine. Make a shot.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot my bow, and I'm gonna do the longbow sharpshooter. I'm gonna go ahead and off that one just to try to. Oh wait, I get advantage. Never mind. So yeah, it'll be a 21 to hit, and then I get the extra 6 from my roll to the damage, so that'll be 24 damage. And then I'm gonna use my drop attack, even though it doesn't actually have anything to drop necessarily, for another 3. So a total of 27 damage to it.
And then you have, what, 2 more attacks?
Yeah, and then I can just shoot it twice more. So yeah, I'll just shoot it twice more, sharpshooter. First one. I will add a D8 to try to hit it with that. Oh wait, can I see what the D4 is first from Bless? Is that okay? I'll just let the 19 slide and see what happens.
You sink the arrow into the dragon. It slides in between its scales.
Cool. And then I'm gonna shoot one more time. Sharpshooter again. That would be a 14 to hit. I'm just gonna shoot. Use my superiority on it. Precision attack, so it's a 22 to hit.
Total of 63 damage that turn. Is
Yeah,
that
and then
the end of your turn?
I'm gonna action surge. And I'm gonna look up the dragon and say, "Are we cross yet?" And then I'm just gonna shoot it again twice more. So 15, and then I'm just going to do another superiority die. So 21 to hit.
It does indeed hit.
And then I'm going to shoot it again. And this is my last attack.
Damage, man.
For a 13. I'm just going to let that one slide.
Is that 5 attacks?
That's how I roll vicious. I'm hasted, so I get an extra attack, and then I use my special ability to attack 2 more times.
Oh my god.
And then with that, I will. I'm just gonna swoop a loop. Oh wait, I think I used all my movement for there, so I guess if I have, I think you said it was 55, so I'll just move 5 more right there, and I'm just gonna look over at Vicious and say, "Hang on, Vicious, we're almost done here," and that's the end of my turn.
It was 55 to Verthus was my point. So falling right next to him, I think, is perfect.
That's cool.
So that was 84 damage. I had you all having done 74 damage in the previous turn.
Wow. MVP. MVP. All I've done so far is cast fucking haste, mate. You're up there dealing high percentages of health.
The dragon appears to be bloodied. And it will go... Actually, you know what? After his turn, the dragon is going to beat its wings into the earth, and I need Verthus, Vicious, and Doc to make, I believe it is a dexterity saving throw. DC 19. So I think even with Bless, every single one of you are going to fall prone.
I'm going to assume this is a real stretch. That does not count as a spell, right?
That is not a spell.
I thought as much.
And then it will go to Hark.
I'll just. I don't think it's trying to fly away. I think it's trying to get airborne and shit. But regardless, I'm gonna roll the fucking dice, and I'm gonna cast polymorph and try and turn it into a chicken. No, not a chicken. Sheep.
Into what?
A sheep.
Better.
Oh,
That was my
sorry.
first character in World of Warcraft.
The classic polymorph, right?
Yep, the
Yeah,
sorcerer. I would pull with Firebolt, and then once it got close enough, I'd polymorph it, run away, and start attacking it again. Sweet, sweet sheep.
Just so you know, my backup is that when that fails, I'm going to use my sorcery points to firebolt it, and then I'm going to try and berate it with verbal language to land again when it fails.
So I think it's 2 sorcery points to quicken your Firebolt, and you can do that. There's still a dragon in front of you.
So it failed then. Fair enough. Then I will quicken a firebolt at it. So let me just get my page back up to cast it. I also need to mark off the spell slot. Goodbye, sweet 4th level spell slot. Firebolt casting now. So a 26 to hit for 17 damage. And then I'm going to berate it and go, "Coward, Resmir said you'd hang on. Coward, Resmir said you'd flee. Come back down and fight us, you pathetic. Tiamat would look down on you." And that'll end my turn.
At the end of your turn, it is going to drop to the ground as it bites into Doc. 20 should hit. Oh wait, it's at advantage anyways. Oh, even better. This is going to be
I'm gonna
bad.
luck that. can't have a dragon critting me.
So you can choose between the 20 and the 5.
I think I'll take the 5, but it should
Does
still hit
a
me.
16 hit? That's your AC. That's a hit.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't, because I'm 15 plus 2 from the haste.
From haste, word. So it is going to. Ah, damn, you're fucking prone. That's why I hate haste. Yeah. So it will miss as it bites out at you. And it's going to go to Sarat.
I need a heal in case you're wondering what to do.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on my friend.
She's not even dead yet.
I've got 1 hit point, but I'm not dead. You're right. And you know, I still have that orc thing that I can stand back up, so I don't really need a heal.
Well, I'm cold.
Yep. And then I will just Sacred Flame him again.
I didn't actually see your heal go up.
Oh, it didn't come up?
But
it says 24.
If you cure wounds, you can't Sacred Flame. If you healing word, you can still Sacred Flame.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Well then that'll end my turn.
There we go. It just popped up.
So how many points?
24 points of healing.
Oh, I thought that's what she rolled. Okay, cool.
Nice.
So the dragon is going to fly to the sky.
I didn't braze it hard enough.
And as it flies up, it is going to... Let's see.
I'll stretch a little bit, make sure my muscles continue working in the cold.
I think it is going to form an orb of ice in its maw as it flies higher and higher. And as it gets towards the ceiling, it's just going to drop as this ball of ice slowly starts to fall from the ceiling. There's a shudder as you... It is not a spell. As it starts to, like, freeze any liquid in the air, and then when it touches the ground between Vicious and Doc, there is an explosion, and massive spikes of ice form out of the central point, and they start to slowly grow into these blades of ice that reach outward, and I need a Constitution saving throw from Sarad, Vicious, Verthus, and Doc. And I think, Doc, you have +3 from Verthus.
Hey, Teddy, how did you do that roll? I can only do it if I type in.
From D&D Beyond, at least on my screen, in the bottom left, there's custom dice rolls. You click the little like D20 icon, and then it gives you a choice of dice.
Okay, I don't see it, but all right.
You type /R1D4, Jamie.
Yeah, I've been typing roll 1d4.
Yeah, so Teddy's using D&D Beyond to actually roll it on the custom die in the app, in the website.
Yeah, it used to show some other dice, but now I don't see them, so I must have the settings changed.
Yeah, I think you have to turn on in the add-on to say like use D&D Beyond's dice.
Sarad, did you not bless yourself?
Oh, I did.
I'm going to need you to roll that d4.
I wish you had pink die like me and
Everybody take 40 cold damage.
Wait, 4-0?
4-0. So I believe you're back at 1 hit point.
Yeah, I am down and using whatever it is, resilience to be at 1 hit point.
And then I need Sarad. You've got a DC 20 Constitution save to maintain concentration.
everybody takes 40.
Nope, just those 4. Doc, Verthis, Vicious, and Sarad.
Good thing.
So Bless will drop. And then everybody make a Constitution saving throw. This one's the DC 12. So right now, Hark, make another Constitution saving throw, DC 10. Maintains concentration.
I did it.
Vicious, and who's the last one? Hadar, make Constitution saving throws, DC 12. So Hark, Verthis, and Hadar has a +3. So Hark and Verthis will take 6 cold damage, and then the rest of the party will take 3 cold damage. And it's going to go to, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Vicious will now be unconscious.
Yeah, I'm out.
So death saving throw at the start of your turn.
Oh, sorry. You mean now?
And then after that, unless she rolls a 20 here, it's going to go to Verthis.
So how far away is the dragon at this point?
It is landed directly in front of you. Oh, wait,
Did
no,
I really
my
just
bad.
roll a
It flew
one?
up to the ceiling. It is 60 feet away from you all at the ceiling. Yep, you lost 2 death saves there.
Let's see here then. I'm going to heal myself for 30 hit points and end my turn.
On to Hadar.
Well, I'm gonna, it's still in the 30 feet.
It is now 60 feet up on the ceiling.
Okay, so if I go next to Virtuous, would I be in range or would it still, it would still be too far away, or?
Isn't the Radiant Sunbolt 30-foot range?
Yeah,
Nope, you can't get to it with that.
okay. Mm,
Also, I probably would have gotten off, stood up in order to heal myself.
is Vicious is laying on the ground? Yeah, alright, if we got it correct.
Vicious is unconscious, coughing on blood.
My head's nearly detached from my body, except for the part that where I'm coughing.
You're mostly frozen at this point. There's a reason
Okay.
all of the dead monsters in this thing's lair are frozen in blocks of ice.
All right, so my head is now frozen onto my body, which is helpful because otherwise it'd be detached.
Well, I'm gonna roll. Can I stabilize her if I go next to her right now? Wait.
You can certainly run up to her, make a medicine check. If you've got a medicine kit, you can stabilize her.
I don't have a medicine kit, unfortunately.
I believe that's stable.
Okay. Well, that would be the end of my turn then.
On to Doc.
All right, so it's like 65 feet, just like directly above our heads now.
Like if you stand up, it's effectively 55 feet away from you. But yeah, it's like a 60-foot ceiling at this point.
Okay, I'll use half my move to stand up, and then I will bonus action. I'm gonna pull out my flask, and I will say, if I ever needed a drink, I think now's the time, and I will use my second wind. Oh yeah, gain 15 health back.
I really wanted to roll low and tell you that your flask was frozen, that you have to reveal that your second wind has nothing to do with it.
Alcohol has an extremely low freezing temperature.
Don't tell my secrets. And then I will do boat tack edit.
I actually bought some rye whiskey at some point, and the only way I could deal with it was to actually keep it in the freezer. It's the only time I've ever had whiskey that I'm like, yeah, let me just keep this at ice cold.
Works though, doesn't it? It works a concerningly well amount.
So
yeah.
longbow sharpshooter edit. 16. I'm gonna do a add a point onto it.
Not a 1. You hit. Pierce through its scales.
And then I will sharpshooter it again. I'm gonna use a luck point on that one. Shit, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. How do I get a sense of like how close this thing is to dead right now?
You bloodied it last turn, but other than that, you don't really have too much.
I got you. I guess I'll hang tight on the luck point, and then I'm just gonna shoot the last time with my haste action.
What do you got? You got 2 luck points left?
2 luck points left.
Give yourself a roll. Give yourself a 50-50 to try to determine at least. You were thinking about it.
Think about what?
Like, if the question was, are you going to kill it this turn, then the answer is no. But, like, if you were thinking about using the luck point, at least, like, give yourself a 50-50 whether you use it.
No, I didn't want to get greedy if it didn't look like it was literally on the edge of death to use the luck point.
Gotcha, yeah, definitely not edge of death.
Okay, so if I used half my movement to stand up, does that mean like I used half of
You've
my
got
60 or
30.
half of my 30? Okay, so I have 30 left. All right, so I'm just gonna move away from everybody, but that's the end of my turn.
And it will go to... I think at the end of your turn, it is going to... It's going to spy around the area as it looks. And it will go to Hark.
Alright, I am going to use Disguise Self to look like a corpse of Resmir as my action. And then I'm going to shout, "Look, this is what she looked like when I stabbed her. And I bet you've got no fucking chance to land and fight me one-on-one, you fucking coward!" Try and pull it away from the group and
You
to
can
get
roll
it
a persuasion at disadvantage.
a 10 plus. I've lost track of what my additional thing is.
It's +3. It's gonna look over you, and you seem to have at least some of its attention at this point.
And then I confirmed beforehand, Disguise Self isn't concentration, by the way, so I don't lose haste. And then I'm going to use my last 2 sorcery points to firebolt it again. So a 21
Smack
to hit.
into it for 17.
17, is it? I thought it was 23, but I'll take your word for it.
I see 2 rolls. The first one was a 20 and a 17 to hit, and then it is a 13 and a 4 is the first roll.
Yeah, it rolled twice, and I don't know why. I only looked at the last one, so yes. So 20 to hit for 17, and that will end my turn.
Let's see. It is going to, at the end of Hark's turn, I think it's going to fly down and swipe at him with its tail. 21 should hit.
Yep.
And it is going to do 18 bludgeoning damage to you. And I need you to make a DC 10 Constitution save.
12.
And then it's going to continue to kind of fly past him as it gains a little bit more ground, and it is 25 feet up in the air. And it will go to Sarah. Are you there, Teresa? Where?
Yeah, sorry, I was just measuring. I'll cast Mass Healing Word. And then a Sacred Flame.
Your rolls don't show up.
I think they're just on extra delay for like.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes.
So the mass healing word is everybody within the 60.
Yeah.
So everybody can take 12 hit points.
Cheers.
And I believe that still passes. Yeah, your spell DC is what I rolled.
Much appreciated, little lady.
It's the only thing I can offer.
Best healer we've ever had, to be fair to you, so don't downplay it.
Hey, it makes me stand up. Well, I will be able to.
Ooh.
Maybe I should move too. Just so we're not all right here.
That'd be
Probably
a
a good
great
idea.
idea.
Right. Yeah, you might want to run away as fast as you can.
Yeah, just leave.
Not near me, because I'm gonna keep baiting the fuck out of this dragon.
I don't know what a 6 means, but I'm guessing it probably means it just got back something that it can normally only use like once per day. So
Gross.
Or the millennia.
My apologies. It is going to fly down just behind Hark, and as it starts to form ice in front of its face, it is going to start to exhale, and a small breeze of ice-cold particles that starts to freeze your flesh turns into a horrendous feeling as your flesh starts to crack in front of its breath, and it starts to almost feel like a burning sensation for a moment as the cold starts to sink into you.
Yeah, but has it landed? And does this count as a spell?
Your chance, the counterspell stuff was when those red wizards stepped out to say hello.
Yeah.
If this just got bigger.
It's got to get bigger still. It's a 60-foot cone.
Is that the Lord of the Rings soundtrack?
Yeah, I expected us to be finished. This is just in case I lose track of time, that there's some sound.
Oh, Mr. Frodo was so far from. What is it, Sam? Oh, I've never been this far away from home before. I was in Seabiscuit. What the fuck's that, Mr. Frodo?
Bam. Everybody but Doc, Constitution saving throw, as the ice starts to freeze around you.
I'm feeling much better now after that save, so.
gosh, are you a warcaster?
No, I'm not.
Oh shit. Shit just got real.
I was on almost full HP a minute ago. I thought if I could bait him away from you, I could take it.
So, let's see. Is that all of you? Looks like it is. Looks like Verthus. Vicious has a +3, she'll pass. Hadar has a +3, he'll still fail. So Hadar will take 48 damage. Vicious and Verthus will take 24. And then Sarad and Hark will both take 48 damage. Hark, you have a Constitution. Excellent. Haste drops.
Jan should maybe get a different amount for that because he's a monk.
Yeah, he had a 15. He's close enough. No, it's Constitution saving throws. It's not a dexterity to dodge it.
Oh, I got you.
So I'm unconscious again and like on death saving throws, just so you know.
I'm unconscious too.
Well, I guess you're not stabilizing me then.
Yeah, I can't anymore.
Is anyone standing?
So, Constitution saving throws from everyone. I don't see a reason why not to have you guys do it while you're still unconscious, just to see. This is the DC 12 against that 5 damage.
Apparently, I'm real healthy while I'm unconscious.
Because you're not scared.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not scared of the ice.
So I'd say Hark would lose a death save there. Oh, you don't have to switch to private.
Alright.
Oh, was that 12 from the previous one? Or was that 12 from this roll? It doesn't really matter. Both of those pass. So Doc will take 5, Sarad will take 5, and Verthus will take 2.
Does that mean failing 2 death saves?
Oh, you were unconscious there too?
Yeah.
You'll just take the 1 for failing it.
Okay.
That was like a pass-fail, whether you took a death save or not. If you pass the save, your body is just going to take none. Versus if you failed, you would take the 1. So Vicious is back down. Death saving throw. And then after that, it will go to Verthus. So you pass that one.
Did the dragon cast that from on the ground or no?
It like flew down when it flew over you all, and it flew low behind Hark, and then it flew up and away from him. It's 30 feet above the ground.
Yeah, but didn't haste just drop?
Oh yeah, my bad. Verthus and Doc will actually be losing this turn from haste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Is
haste.
Is everybody else unconscious right now?
Yep.
I think so.
So death save from Hadar. Yeah, but don't you lose your whole turn? I don't think you can do anything when haste drops.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't move either. You can't move, take actions.
Yeah, he's just moved back.
Oh, that might have just been lag then, because it just happened for me. Hadar's good. Hark death save.
12.
Sarad death save. So I believe that will put you at 2 failed right now. It's going to fly the rest of the way up to the ceiling, roughly right where it started when it first was spotted by Hark earlier. As it whips its tail about and looks down from upside down, it's going to stare into the 2 of you who still remain standing. Lick your wounds and be gone from this place. Tiamat's might is far greater than you are prepared to deal with. And it will say that in common, as it just looks over the battlefield and seems to be holding a wave of ice behind its being. And that will go full back around to do a Constitution saving throw, DC 12 versus 5 damage.
Everyone?
Yep. Those of you who are unconscious, if you fail, you will take a death saving throw. And then those who are conscious, it's for the actual damage. Good time to save there, Sarad. Sad time to not have it on a death save. So Vicious, you will lose another death save. Hadar will lose another death save.
I reset the clock from the first time, right?
Yeah, that puts you at 1 or 2, I think.
That puts me at 1 death save and 1 success.
That sounds
1
right.
plus, 1 minus.
So Virthis will take 5 cold. Doc will take 2. And then it's going to go to Vicious, death saving throw. Vicious is dead. As your body starts to freeze up, the ice overtakes your form, and in a moment, the block of ice starts to grow around all of your being, and you are entombed in ice.
It's like a trophy. You can inscribe it.
On to Verthus.
Let's see. Intern.
Wait, you're not doing anything?
Nope.
What's the thought process behind that?
I have nothing in range. I can't get in range. He's 30 feet above me and more than 30 feet in front of me. I don't have haste. So I have literally no way to apply my damage right now. I'm not a ranged caster or anything, so I
Can you
can
help
move.
anybody who's unconscious on the ground?
You could gamble a stabilize on
Sure.
you know.
How about that? I give him 1 hit point.
Okay, not to like full on metagame, but Sarad failed 2 already. How many has Hadar failed?
I only failed 1, so well, wait, 1, yeah.
There's no way I can get to Sarad before her turn.
I don't think from where he was he could be vicious.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can.
I can't get. I mean, she was more than 30 feet away from me. So if I took a dash, I can't take the action to do lay on hands.
More than 30 from you?
Like over.
Yeah, it was like
what?
35 or 40.
It was like over here.
Thing is, if
I ran to her 30 feet right here. And plus, I wouldn't know, who has 2 and who has 1.
yeah,
So I give
Like distance.
I give Hadar 1 hit point, and then my turn.
Hadar, what would you like to do?
how's the dragon looking? Just before I do anything.
The dragon's bloodied.
You can get to Sarad.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. So I'm gonna roll over to.
You're going to shed a tear that freezes immediately for vicious.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll over here and just stabilize. Right.
So, medicine check. Sarad is stabilized.
Well, just use my action. I would end my turn with that.
And it will go to Doc.
Doc's gonna look up at the dragon and go, he's gonna take a couple steps over towards it and go, "So what's this mean? We cross?" And then I'm gonna stabilize Hark, or try to.
Hark is stabilized. I don't know if the dragon can turn off the blizzard that is its environment. Yeah, I think at this point it would. I think it's going to melt into the ice and disappear behind the ice in the ceiling as it starts to step back. Yeah, and that'll kind of how it finishes things. Guys were points off of having it severely bloodied, but you did just about 2/3 of its life, or 3/4 of its life, rather.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Just a few random rolls that failed, and I think that's all that swung that creature. And then in the classic Wayne's World,